Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, we've leveled up, we've dealt with a fast-flowing river and some troglodytes. We've reconnected with Jot, but who would have seen the end of last episode? Eldeth jumping off a waterfall?
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise your glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? 1 beer or two, I'll drink to you.
Yes, it is true. Eldeth, in a fit of pique, did espy an underground rushing and swirling waterfall, and elect to bodily hurl herself off of it, still fully dressed and armed. Her companions attempting to stop her when they saw what can only be referred to as a perceived suicidal impulse. But none were able to. As Eldeth leapt, both Tessakar and Fogrim heard a whisper from the darkness, a satisfied and satiated whisper, "Make the sacrifice." To which both Tessakar and Fogrim said at the exact same time,
Sorry, got food in her mouth.
"Shit, dude, you know I'm calling somebody. My odds were high it was going to be you."
Chew. Or do it with a full mouth, I guess.
I got it. What are we saying in synchronous?
They looked at each other and said at the exact same time, "No, you don't say that. No, I don't want that. I want you both to just be like improvised and who knows what it's going to be. You plan it out and direct it. No,
No. Okay,
this is role playing.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it'll be awesome. Trust me." And now, let us peek into the adventure itself. As Eldeth falls, Priscilla squeals and rushes after her, and the rest of the party looks on in amazement. Does Eldeth say any... I know she cried out as she leapt from the falls, but you're still falling, so do you say anything else on the way down?
You're still falling? Bloody hell, how deep is this thing? Fuck.
Can someone throw me down a sandwich? I'm getting kind of hungry.
Good call. That's good.
You ready for this?
I can't wait.
You're not ready for this, are
New
you?
character creation.
Okay.
I swear, if you've killed off my twin, there's going to be some problems.
She did do it to herself. Whatever happens next.
That's fair. I can't even get mad at Kyle.
No, I had really nothing to do with that.
Is there a thing if someone jumps off the cliff?
Of course.
There is now.
No, there definitely is. I just need to find it.
Do I get superpowers?
Yes, the superpower of damage and like, horrible rending blows upon your form.
Told you.
6d6, please.
Oh, do you need to borrow some?
I'm going to gather that, she'll need to borrow a couple d6s.
Just take all those. Just take them.
How many hit points do you have at total?
42.
So you can't die,
Yeah.
but it's not good.
You'd be hurt real bad.
Bloody hell.
All ones. Oh, fuck.
So there is one in there.
Give me a... What is that? Is that a 5? Oh, son of a bitch. 16, 19, 22. 22.
All right, 22 points of damage as you hit hard on the hard water of the end of that waterfall, sinking abruptly, given the nature of the armor you wear.
Great. Now we have to make sure you don't drown.
She's still conscious, yes.
Oh,
That's
yes.
yeah.
She is definitely conscious. You also take 1 level of exhaustion, which means on any skill checks and saving throws, you have disadvantage until such time as you complete a long rest or are blessed with a lesser restoration spell.
Good thing I'm a paladin.
Jeez.
God damn it.
One time I don't have Featherfall. Every single wizard I've ever played, sorcerer, I've always had Featherfall somehow.
I think Eldeth has learned a new lesson.
Don't jump off cliffs.
Without a parachute or a flying pig
my
beside
God.
you.
So we're not done. The water is swift flowing and fast as you are pulled from your place where you land. Every round you'll be moving 20 feet further down this river as it hurls you forward. So you have landed with a bloosh. Whilst Eldeth fell, what is the rest of the party doing?
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Which gems are the story-changing gems?
The white gems are story-changing gems. What element of the story would you like to change?
The landing in the water.
You'd rather land on the rocks?
No. But instead, my pig actually catches me halfway down.
Oh, she's too little for that.
Oh.
And she had to rush after you, so she's flying down as well.
Okay, alternatively,
Yes.
the bottom of the waterfall isn't water.
It is rocks?
No, it's like a marshmallow texture that's like falling on a fluffy pillow.
Where you go? What?
I think you spent too much time at Disneyland. But
It's that NyQuil that's getting to her.
Jesus.
all right. You ponder what it is you'd like to
It was a perfect swan dive, and I broke the top of the water with my... What is it called when you dive and you break the water?
Tension. The water surface tension.
Yeah, and then you like beautifully dive into it, and
So you don't die.
yeah.
Okay. If you'd like to spend a white gem, you could take half the damage that you took and still suffer 1 level of exhaustion, though.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
All right, you can take half the damage.
Yeah.
Thank you for that white gem.
Okay, so down to 22.
Payment complete. What is the rest of the party doing?
I'm
Oh, wait, sorry.
sorry.
You have revised the story. Someone in the tale needs to halt the storyteller to perfectly describe what actually happened.
And it has to be the same person as before.
Oh, indeed.
Wait a minute, that's not how this happened.
Not you again.
Yeah, it's me again. You keep telling the story like crap.
It seems that the longer the story goes, the drunker you get.
I've had a few beers.
And the man manipulating your Muppet mouth has had how many as well?
A lot.
I could watch your mouth move while you made the puppet move that time, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were telling me how the story was wrong again.
Yeah, if I recall the story, that eldest person, they did a beautiful swan dive.
Well, I know, I distinctly recall them saying, "Hey, I'm still falling here. Could anyone give me a sand blue?"
No. I'm pretty sure it was, hey, everybody watch my swan dive.
I don't really see how this matters, but nonetheless.
Because it's prettier and not as effective on her health.
Perhaps that might be why what followed next was what it was, but we will see, shall we not? As I continue the telling. Back we are to the surprised and shocked family members as Eldeth crashes into the water below. You're not too sure if she took damage or not, because honestly, she made a beautiful swan dive into the water.
Can we kind of gauge how high up we are?
Yep. You can definitely gauge how high up you are.
Okay.
It's high. I don't know how close to the edge you got.
Well, because I was the one wrestling her trying to stop.
Yes, you
So
grabbed her heel and
I'm
failed,
kinda-
and you're laying on the ground next to the
yeah,
water.
and I'm kind of
It's-
close-ish. I'm not like
Yep.
on the verge of jumping, but I'm
No.
kind of there catching my breath, just
But you're
looking.
really close, and you hear nothing.
I hear.
Did I get an achievement for jumping off a cliff and not dying like in World of Warcraft?
We'll see if that's the case.
Okay.
What did you expect, like a mount or something?
Flying pig number 2.
Rogie just shows up.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking over, just catching my breath.
Okay, you're looking over the edge?
Yeah.
All right, you see Eldeth plunge beautifully into the water below. What is everyone else doing?
Foggy is holding his hair, like his head, the top of his head, in just like shock and is a little frozen there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tessakar is frantic because his twin that he actually does love just jumped off a cliff and he doesn't want her to be dead. So with all of his worshipfulness that he can muster, he cries out to Shubsy for some sort of miracle to happen and to get him to his sister as quick as possible, safely.
Glad you added safely at the end there.
I know, I don't want to go over the cliff.
Yeah, because that's...
Force pulls
So
you.
if you recall, there is the little corkscrew ramp down to the area below. So it's either that or jumping. And you feel a light push from Shubsy, like Shubsy said, like, I don't know, you want safe, but like, you want me to help you get there quick, and then doesn't do anything. So there's really nothing from
I
your
was hoping like I could jump
dark
off
patron.
and my dark patron like lower me
cradle
down
you down.
gently. Yes. Well, I want to like make sure you're okay as fast as possible.
So the key here that I'd really like to ensure is how many rounds do you stand there at the top doing nothing?
No, I'm not taking all these rounds. I am going to move quickly. This is
All right.
me outside of this.
Yeah, no,
trying to
that's
figure out-
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not making time go by on you. It's like, oh, sorry, we've all chatted too much. That's 4 rounds. Good night, sweet Eldeth. Good night.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So in the first round, what does everyone do?
I will start heading down the corkscrew.
You run for the corkscrew.
I will run for the corkscrew.
Perfect. And you are very fast. Are you? Are you fast? How quickly can you go down that corkscrew passage there, Oscar? While you figure that out, what are you doing, Fogrim?
As soon as I see Oscar heading for the stairs, I kind of get out of my stupor and I follow him.
All right, chase off down the stairs as well.
Yes.
Are you going to rage to go faster, or?
Not at this point.
All right.
I'm just in like auto mode.
Question: is the corkscrew like stairs, or is there like a flat part of this that I could like ride down like a slide?
It's a ramp that you would have to run down.
Oh,
Like it's a tunneled out ramp.
so I couldn't just slide down it to go faster.
It doesn't have a steep enough gradient for sliding. I mean, maybe there's a little scree at the bottom, then you could slide out like Tom Cruise from Risky Business, but you would have to not be wearing pants anymore in order to do that.
Got it.
Worth it.
I know, kind of, right? Tessakar rips his pants off.
It doesn't give you any extra distance or advantage on that. I would give you a white moat for sacking your pants, but
Can I do that?
are you wearing pants anyway? I mean,
No, but I'll take
kinda-
something else off for you.
wow.
Loincloth.
Look, I'm gone.
Windmills all the way down.
I'm taking that old record off the shelf.
Wow, it's like, welcome to Ladies' Night. Gems are just being thrown on stage.
Make it rain.
What's your movement, Tessakar?
Bloody hell, this is going to suck. Wait, how much hit points do I have?
Please jump.
I was going to. I just want to make sure I can't die, but I can. I have 31. Shubsy.
So-
Yeah, you can definitely.
36 hit points is the max you could take from that damage. If you spent a white gem, you could perfectly cut through the water and only take half of whatever you roll.
Or I could hope that Shubsy will cradle me down.
Like an
Is that
elevator.
is that a,
That's really why I give you white gems. So,
so that Shubsy will...
because GM Fiat, I'm not just going to start making lovely... Oh, I mean, wait, if you want to make additional vows to Shub Nigurath, then absolutely. If you want to add to the contract, Shubsy will definitely help you out right now.
What's in my contract right now? What do I have? What have I done?
Your contract is pretty much like Kyle fucks with you and you get special powers. You serve the patron. Not that the patron has really, like, Shub-Niggurath has really little sway in the world, really little desire, barely an inkling of an understanding that this reality exists of Faerun, and you have somehow touched and been touched by Shubsy, and as a result have tapped into the powers that this patron has granted you. And now Fogrim is now a follower of Shub-Niggurath. I'm having trouble with the name today of having,
Shub-Niggurath.
Shub-Niggurath.
Okay.
Oscar, how far can you move and around?
So trying to find that. Where would I find that?
Okay.
I can move 25 feet. I think that's what dwarves move.
So your normal movement is 25 feet. That is what you get for movement and around. But you can also spend your action to move again, which means you dwarves could all move 50 feet in one round. Now, Oscar has the ability, because he is a rogue, that if he so desires, he can spend his bonus action to dash, which means he could move 75 feet in a round. It is 100 feet down and around to get around that, because it's 65 feet of woohoo.
Plus the water is dragging you along. So, okay.
So Eldeth has hurled herself bodily off. Oscar dashes on ahead, and he motors, 50% faster than everybody else. So Fogrim huffing and puffing along to catch up, does not blow a rage to get that extra bit of distance, and Tessakar
runs towards the edge of the cliff and dives off while calling out to Shub-Niggurath.
Give him your mind, body, and soul.
I don't want to.
her
It's not that bad.
Melusine sees what Tessakar is about to do, and Melusine is going to attempt an athletics check, which Melusine is not good at. Let's be realistic here. But Melusine is going to try to grab Tessakar before Tessakar can throw himself off the edge and make this new plea to Shub-Niggurath, which there is no certainty that Shub-Niggurath will agree to whatever deal you want to offer in the moment. But Melusine is going to attempt to grab you because that seems to be what cousins would do.
Apparently.
We already lost one twin. We don't need to lose another.
If I were there, I'd be doing the same thing, but I already ran off after your sister.
But Melusine has rolled under a 10. So Melusine fails to grab at Tessakar and swears mightily until she's blue in the face, and then dashes down the stairs herself to try to catch up. Tessakar, what are you doing?
Okay, so I just want to ask about the physics of spells.
Okay.
Really quickly. If I Eldritch Blast below me, would that create enough pressure coming back up to give me a bit of an air cushion on the way down?
So, having never tested that and being unsure if that actually would do anything other than push the water further away and make you fall even further into water.
Yeah.
You're not too sure, but you know what? I like the color. So why don't you make your athletics check, cast your spell, you have advantage, and if you succeed at that, then I will allow for considerations on the d6s you have to roll for damage.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Tessakar plunges over the edge.
Oh my god. And there's the sound of a bell gonging. So not really a bell, I guess. Would it be? It'd be like a gong. It would be a gong gonging, or a bell, or a gong belling. Anyway, a sound.
Ringing is the word. I think.
A sound rings through the caves. Gong. And the words once again are whispered. Make the sacrifice. Bloosh. You may cast your spell and make your roll.
What does make the sacrifice mean? I feel like I should just die.
I don't have a sack of rice.
Sack of rice.
That's funny.
You're welcome.
Gotta drop it sometime.
I know. Part of me is now reconsidering after here the make the sacrifice.
If you actually want to die,
If I try, if I just like
belly flop.
up, yeah.
Belly flop would for sure kill you.
No, I'm gonna try this Eldritch Blast thing because that's too
Okay.
cool. That's too cool. Oh no, but the sacrifice guy just said make the sacrifice. Oh, why is there a ding? What does this mean?
You also heard it said when Eldeth threw herself off the edge, make the sacrifice. When Eldeth threw herself off. So, and you know that Fogrim heard that too.
What does it want? It wants us to make the sacrifice, but why?
Maybe it does want us to make a
Maybe
sack
it's
of
evil.
rice. It doesn't know.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast that guy on Betty.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2, right? And I'm doing spell blasty.
Yeah, of course. Roll it up. Okay, don't say anything yet. You've cast the spell. You're falling to your doom. Eldeth's head crests the water below. What did you get on your advantage? Eldritch Blast hit the water.
Oh, no. No.
I only got 11.
11? Oh, that's enough to not hit Eldeth with the blast
Bro, you aimed it right at me.
or yourself. But Eldeth, you're like, bloosh, and there's water in your eyes, and you're floundering because that current is hauling you away, and you're in, what are you wearing for armor again?
I'm pretty sure it's plate.
It's way too expensive.
Chain?
Yeah, it's chainmail.
Chainmail armor, heavy boots, all of your gear carrying you away. You manage to crest the water. Your eyes open up, and then there's a wave of water that blasts you, and it kind of has this orange lines, kind of, was it black? What's your arm color again?
My arm color is black and orange.
Yeah, it's this black water and orange lines washes over you and gets in your eyes again, and you're like, peh, peh, as... Now, when you cast Eldritch Blast, your arm punches out and your arm goes the distance and comes back to you. It's just color. It's not like you can reach with it and touch and do things, but like your Eldritch Blast is like a hammer fist sort of thing. As I immediately saw you trying to manipulate my little color for you here, and you're like, oh, now I can tickle people and I can pinch bums and stuff. No, I'm like, no.
No, I was just thinking because I'm falling to my death, my arm goes out ahead of me and then I cushion myself going down.
No, it's just a blast. It's the force damage of your...
Damn it.
Of your Eldritch Blast as your hand punches the water below. It's not really enough to abet the damage that you're going to take. So roll 5d6.
At least I can't die now. 1 hit point
Can I
left.
borrow mine as well? Oh, no, you have enough.
No, I've got lots of d6.
Make an easy athletics check while Chelsea's rolling dice there. Super speedy to slide around the scree. Yeah, you made it. The scree is loose, but you slide and run up the edge of the wall and kick off and keep going down the thing. How much damage did you take?
15.
15. Would you like to describe your fall?
Sure. Tessakar plummets over the edge, calling out a blast of the Eldritch matter. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's just what it is now. So Eldritch blast, and his black and orange arm extends out, hits the surface, and the water just pools away, and this big volcanic eruption like you would see in a mushroom cloud, like the force of it going woof.
Cool. And then it comes back in and pops up. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it comes back in towards me, pops up and makes this cushion that I come back down on, but it still hurts a little bit.
Bam! Knocked for a loop with 1 level of exhaustion, but you may also have a white gem for hurling yourself. Did I give you one last game? I think I did.
I think you did.
Yeah, for the jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
We now have 2 people in the water. Everyone in the tunnel does not hear Tessakar jump, say anything, or hit the ground. I mean water. Phew. But they do hear Melusine up top say, "Oh, in the name of fuck!" Which seems really strange that Melusine would say that. But you may assume that Melusine tripped and fell at the top of the ramp, because that seems also like a Melusine thing to do. I got a song for this. No, she doesn't say that. I need you to make an athletics check for swimming with disadvantage. I need you to make an athletics check with disadvantage for swimming as you're getting carried by the current.
Oh, that's twice now.
Again?
She gets to go around to go.
What just happened?
$200.
I rolled double 11s last time, and this time I rolled double 16s.
There you go.
One more and then you're in jail, right?
So with athletics, 15.
Excellent. So you are both carried 15 feet down the thing. You would have been carried 20 feet, but you were able to fight off the current in order to get there.
Oh, wait, don't I have that creature guy?
Jot.
Yeah, isn't Jot around?
Jot's hanging up at the top.
Damn it, Jot.
He's like,
He flies. Get down here.
he's just a tiny little thing. He couldn't do anything about you.
No, but he should come down now and pull us to down.
Priscilla is already down here trying her damnedest. No. Oh, sweet baby, no. hauling away at you.
Eldeth has left the building.
Eldeth is
Baloosh.
Oh, mama.
put on my blue shoes.
They're going to be wrecked in that river for sure.
You've hit the water. You're being carried away, and you're just about out of the pool into this fast-flowing river, a torrent that is cutting through the rock on either side of this cavernous floor. The water is moving precipitously towards a solid wall where you'll then go under it and get continued to carry somewhere else.
Is the river going down?
It's going south.
But, like, is it declining as we're going? Like, we're going down levels?
No, you can't really tell that. It's going so fast right now. It might be actually descending, but I get where you're trying to go for there. No. You can tell. Okay.
Okay.
Round 2. Both of you are 5 feet away from being carried out into this river. You have 25 feet left in the corkscrew, and you have 50 feet left in the corkscrew. So for round 2, all you can do currently is move to the end of the corkscrew.
Could I rage, though?
If you would like to rage,
like
how
to
much
rage.
additional feet does that give you?
I believe it doubles it when I rage. My speed? That's what it was before. Remember when I ran after those silly people?
You're running after 2 silly people right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You just
Deja
don't know it.
vu.
While we look at this, who ate all the birthday Timbits?
I ate one. And Allison.
One of my favorite.
I'm sorry.
I'm stuck with these fucking things.
They're the best ones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are. You should have just got a whole box of birthday.
They won't do that, though. I've asked, and they won't do it.
Why not?
Because then there'll be no
'cause they don't
birthday
sell
Timbits
it?
for anyone.
I don't care.
I know. I say
that's
that's
their
the same
problem.
thing.
There's been times I've gotten a sorted box and it's like plain and chocolate.
Yeah, because
Everyone else takes everything else.
Well, next time.
Well, the
ask.
other ladies weren't nice to me, and they wouldn't let me have.
Oh, they're bitches.
You don't have any additional movement.
What?
No.
But I get more speed, though. I can
No.
run faster.
No. Where?
What's the point of raging then? No, I remember I raged.
You tell me in this book, because I just trusted in you when you did that last time.
Oh.
But I'm seeing here, I've read the whole of Rage twice. It does not give you any additional movement.
Level 5, fast movement. Your speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, that's just normal.
That's just normal, though.
That's the only time you're going to get a movement increase for your barbarian. I will point out that you keep forgetting frenzy, which means when you go into a rage as a berserker, you get to make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Yeah, I know. I always forget that.
You should stop forgetting that. Also, when your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. If the last time you did this rage thing, when you raged the second time, you would suffer a 2nd level of exhaustion. And if you raged 3 times, you'd be at 3 levels of exhaustion, which is horrible.
Disadvantage, yeah.
No. It's not. I can get the book and show you. It's ridiculous.
Oh.
We'll encounter that when we get there. So no additional movement for Fogrim, thankfully. So Fogrim hasn't raged, which is kind of the point of that. So you rush forward, and you're now at the end of that corkscrew tunnel. You are in the second round, bursting out in there, and you see them about to get swept into a fast-flowing river. And you haven't done your bonus action to dash.
Yeah, I've just done my one move.
You did your bonus action to dash. You still have an action left because now you've only had to use that additional 25 feet. So you are right near them now, and you have an action. The 2 of you need to make athletics swimming checks with disadvantage.
Fuck.
Oh.
Nat 20 and a 5.
It's the 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 11. I have a 4 in athletics. I like
Look
these
at you.
checks.
I have nothing. I'm nothing.
That sucks.
I have 0 strength.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So like
strong.
I have a +5.
Strength is one
But
of my
we
top.
need if we need charisma, that's my shit.
That's not going to help you not drown.
I have
I'm gonna
good charisma,
charm.
too.
Can I charm the water with my savviness?
Can I
with my-
persuade it?
Can I? Can I?
Make me float.
Yeah. Can I
Persuade the
deceive
waves?
the water that I am actually a fish? Is this possible?
So have either of you beaten a 10?
Yes.
No.
So when you beat the 10, you're only carried 10 feet down the river. You are carried 20 feet down the river,
Bloody hell.
which means you are
Toast.
Back at the beginning of the
See, this is-
dungeon.
You are 5 feet away from this solid wall of nothingness where the water is just going to enter this tunnel and you'll have no way to move out and about.
So I'll drown to death is what I'm hearing?
It's possible. We'll see what happens.
Oh boy.
And then you only move 10 feet, so you're 15 feet away from this massive thing.
I'm about to change deities. This one sucks.
Hey,
I'm gonna die. Nope.
he's gonna save ya.
Can you technically cast Scroll of Water Walk as you're going through water? And if you get enough momentum to push yourself up and land on top of it?
Yes. If you're in water, you just rise back. You will rise up to the surface. If you're close to the top or whatever, I would totally allow for that.
So, like, if I cast that on us, I could technically bring us out of this water and we could walk out of it.
So you want to pull out a scroll and try to cast it while you're being rushed down the water.
Correct.
So you've spent your turn trying to pull away from the current at this point.
Okay.
So next round, you would like to do that,
Yeah.
which means you would need to not fight the current at all.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. And if that fails, I'm going to put my cap of water breathing on.
I'd have done that already. I would allow you to put your cap of water breathing on as a free action if you would like.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that.
All right.
Because it's already there. It's my...
I'm not sure why you didn't put it on before
not
you
already
jumped in the
yeah,
water.
it stays there. It's my little...
Yarmulke.
Thank you.
You know, you probably don't wear it all the time, but yeah, put on your cap of water breathing, which doesn't really change anything at this point. You're getting hurled down this path. What would you like to do with your action? You can see Tessakar is inches away, but Tessakar is out of range.
Crap. Because I can't reach Tessakar, can I? Even if I use a bonus action.
You've already used your bonus action. You only have your action left.
This is round
You could
2.
use your action to rush up and you would be right next to Tessakar
But
if you would
then-
like to. While you think about that, Fogrim and Oscar, and to a lesser extent, the two twins floundering in the water, a loud waterfall spills down the northwest wall of this cavern into a deep pool. The rocky walls glisten with spray, and a weird array of colorful minerals and strange lichens lend an unearthly beauty to this spot. A fast-moving stream runs south from the pool at the base of the falls, and a nearby natural passage heads in the same direction. A set of narrow stairs cut into the rock wind up to the north, and 2 old wooden doors stand in a wall of dressed stone to the east. You see all of that, but of course, paramount in your mind is, what are those doors? No, I'm pretty sure it's the twins.
No, it's the doors.
It's the doors.
The doors.
Can I see Oscar close to me?
Sure. Oh, wait, hold on. Did Oscar use the rest of his move to get there, or because he hasn't really decided what he's
Yeah, I'll move up.
Before that, is he passing by Eldeth?
Yeah,
'Cause Eldeth would be behind
he's
me
running
now, right?
tangentially. Yes, he definitely will have to go past her, but he's not really close to her because he's trying to make a straight dash angle for you.
Okay. Well, in that case, as I can, I just want to shout to him to save Eldeth first, because Eldeth.
So say it.
That was good.
Yes, I like that.
So yeah, I will move up and be next to whoever I'm next to with my
You're
bonus action.
right next to Oscar.
Okay.
Sorry, you are
I am.
Oscar.
I am
You're
Oscar.
right next to Tessakar.
I'm beside myself.
I would be too. You're actually like, how the fuck did Eldeth get down here? Because you, the player, got to witness all of this, but you, Oscar, running out. The fuck? Do you have any comment to make in response?
I don't. I just shake my head and I keep going.
We enter the third round, at which point Fogrim finally comes onto the scene. Hey, I'm here! Just, you're right at the edge, you're right at the entrance, and now you can see that it is 25 feet for you to get to the beginning of the river, and then an additional 25 feet to get to that wall. But you can see that to the left of that river is a passage that's about 15 feet away that looks to be moving in the same direction as that fast flowing water. So where the water enters the wall and is locked off, there seems to be a passage that's going in the same direction. And Fogrim, you're a dwarf, you're capable, and I want to lead players helpfully. So you can hear the sounds of the river coming through that passage as well. So you can assume that this wall of stone is just a thick push out and the river runs under it and comes out on the other side of that wall. And instead of running and cutting over to go to the river itself, if you made a dash straight for that tunnel, you would be able to move the 50 feet needed to get on the other entrance of that other room and see the water rushing by and coming out from that other side of the wall.
That sounds wonderful. So I think Fogram's going to go for that. Since you set it up for so long, I'm like, no, I'm going to do my own thing.
Well, you want to do your own thing? You want to do your own, like throw yourself in the river, by all means, whatever you want to do, I'm cool with it. But I wanted to give enough color to show that there's other things that are available, as well as those 2 wooden doors further to your left, set in a it's dressed stone. It's cut properly, perfectly, and there are 2 beautiful doors set in that dressed stone. What's going on over there? But, friends. So
family.
Yes, even like friends and family, that's pretty rare.
Yeah.
You're going to head for the
for that shortcut, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, in case anybody gets thrown through. Oscar, what would you like to do?
In front of the wall, where where it goes into like the darkness, is there any what's in front of that wall, or is it just all water? Are there any
in
rocks?
front of that wall, and a bunch of spray as the water hits it and continues through, and the water rolls up over its embankments, and there's half an inch of water where you're standing, sort of thing. It's really slick and slippery where you're standing already. You're close enough that you could reach out a hand, bend over, and clasp at Tessicar's outstretched eldritch blast hand and haul him out if you were so strong enough to do so.
So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my immovable rod to kind of lean over, but anchor myself with the immovable rod, and then reach out and try and grab whoever's closest to me.
Absolutely. You can have advantage on your athletics check to grab for Tessicar's hand. Tessicar, do you want to take Oscar's hand?
Is Eldeth right behind me?
Eldeth is 10 feet behind you.
Okay, I will take it
on the slip and slide.
On the slip and slide, but I'm going to try and grab Eldeth as soon as she comes by. So not letting him pull me up. Does that make sense?
So we kind of make like a chain.
Human chain.
How strong is your character?
Not strong. Not strong at all.
How strong is your character?
I have 10, so 0.
That's just below average. I mean, bonus on this. Okay, you're hurtling down the water. Make your check with disadvantage to swim.
I wasn't going to.
Oh, you're not going to at all?
No, because I'm doing my scroll. I was going to do my scroll thing, but now I don't know if I'm going to.
All right, so you're not going to do your check. So you're just going to get moved along. So you might not even need to use the scroll at this point. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
So I'm just gonna float.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna reach out a hand towards you. Hopefully.
And sing with the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com, or follow them on Twitter @badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter @tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.